represents everything that's wrong with Washington. Everything. Not only does he represent what's wrong with it, he's their hitman. He's their front man. He's the guy that's out there. When Harry Reid gets defeated in Nevada, guess who's going to step into his place?
No!
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck thinks he's going to do it.
No!
Well, guess what?
No way!
We got a big surprise for Chuck Schumer. His name is Gary Berntsen.
I want to thank you all for being here today. First off, I want to thank all the members of the CSA, all the members of 912, all of you and from the other Tea Parties that came into Manhattan last week and supported me in my quest to be the nominee. I want to thank you all. Your turnout made it possible. Your turnout took me from what was going to be 30% at the door up to 42%, which gave me the first place run on the first ballot, and then allowed me to win on the next ballot with 62%. When I was interviewed, people asked me if I was a candidate and affiliated with the Tea Party. I said, not only am I affiliated, I'm a member. I'm a member of two organizations, both CSA and 912. I want to thank all of you for your support. I want to thank all of you for your passion for the Constitution of the United States. That is what this is about. This is a fight for us to support the Constitution of the United States, the single greatest document written in political history. I want to say a couple things about Senator Schumer. Senator Schumer is arrogant. He will pay for his arrogance. All of us together are going to have to fight in this election. We need to defeat Tim Bishop. We need to defeat Steve Israel. We need to defeat Carolyn McCarthy. And we need to defeat Chuck Schumer. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you for your outpouring of support, for the work that you do in the streets, for your efforts to mobilize America and to save our country and our way of life. The greatest threat to America is not from external enemies. It's from a collapse of our political system and bankruptcy. That's the great threat. All of us have got to pull together. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
For those of you that have not seen me speak before or don't know anything about me, my name is Gary Berntsen. I was born and raised in Smithtown, New York, part of the 1st Congressional District. At 18 years old, I went in the United States Air Force. Served those 4 years as an enlisted man, was a crash firefighter, would go to college at night, would go through officers commissioning program in the United States Marine Corps, would be recruited out of that program into the Central Intelligence Agency, into the clandestine service of the CIA. I would then spend the next 24 years serving in CIA's clandestine service around the globe. CIA would train me as a case officer and a paramilitary officer. That would be learning to handle sources. I would run sources as a young guy. That's what case officers do. CIA has case officers. The FBI has, special agents. Case officers go out and penetrate hostile foreign governments. They penetrate terrorist organizations, help capture terrorists, do the same things to, to narcotics units as well, or narco targets as well. And we're there to provide information to the President of the United States. CIA is part of the executive branch. So I worked for a number of presidents and ran these operations as a young man, as a case officer, and then would grow up into be a chief of station, a very senior officer. I'm the person that ran the Hezbollah operations in CIA globally. Hezbollah is the group that killed all the Marines in Beirut, blew up the embassy in Beirut, killed Bill Buckley, our COS, killed probably more terrorists than anyone in the world until Al-Qaeda came on the scene. I would also lead our efforts against Al-Qaeda in East Africa when they blew up our embassies, capturing those guys. I led our efforts on the ground in Afghanistan in 2001. In 2001, after the attacks, I'm the person that was sent in to lead those. I seized the city of Kabul, seized Talokan. I'm the guy that ran the Tora Bora operation. I would later go off toward the end of my career after that Afghan interlude and go to South America, learn Spanish, and worked against narco-trafficking groups in Latin America. So I've worked against the FARC, the ELN, those sorts of groups. So I know a lot about narco-trafficking as well. almost all CIA officers who are chiefs of station like I was do economic reporting too. So we're not just, guys running around with guns arresting people. We do reporting, economic reporting. We do work against proliferation. That's weapons of mass destruction. We do work on technical issues, all sorts of technical issues. So, someone who's in the agency for as many years as I am is exposed to a lot of stuff. I lived abroad, outside the country, for almost 20 years. I would get out of CIA, I would write several books. I would write the book Jawbreaker, which was a bestseller. New York Times, I wrote a book called The Walk-In, and then I wrote a policy book recently called Human Intelligence, Counterterrorism, and National Leadership. I'm on television a lot as a newscaster or doing terrorism commentary for Fox and for CNN. I don't do MSNBC anymore. Keith Olbermann,